what I favor, let me sidestep for a moment. If you look at corporate structure in America, you would be hard-pressed to find an organization with 3 CEOs. You probably won't find any with 2. They operate with 1. Now, some people say, but this is government and that's different. No, it's not. When you talk structure and organization, whether it's private or whether it's public, there's really no distinction to be made because the buck has to stop somewhere. So for me, to answer your question, what I believe is you need a county manager, 5 part-time. You can go to 7. I prefer 5. I think 7 is too many. Part-time elected officials. And the others, currently elected, not appointed, I don't like that term, hired. Now, you get into the question of sheriff and prosecutor. You might conclude that they should remain elected. If that's what you conclude, that's fine by me.
Okay.
I can look at both sides of that question if you want me to, but that's a decision that you would have to make.
I'm sure that question will come around at some point. But my question, though, was it sounded like you were advocating for the manager situation, and that is a different form of government than the county administrator. So
that's
actually,
correct.
Brian, hate to interrupt. We have a county commission manager and an executive commission.
Right. With the
executive.
executive.
Are the 2 forms.
Right.
So we don't have a manager administrator. We have a manager or an executive.
Right, and so the executive is the elected official, and you sounded to me like you were advocating for the hired manager.
That is correct. That he would be hired by the county, or she would be hired by the county commissioners.
And you find that preferable to the executive, which is elected by the...
Yeah, because you have to get into the subject of qualifications. And when you get into the subject of qualifications and reviewing resumes and conducting interviews, I think that's very difficult to ask the public to do. I think that's where you need a body of people who are actually going to go through. I mean, we go through that to a lesser extent today. For example, when we had to hire an airport director, we went through 64 resumes to get to the right individual. Now, most of them weren't qualified, but who's going to sit down and do that? If we have to hire a coroner, is the public going to go through and look at the resumes and interview the people? Logically, that would have to rest with the county commissioners. But I second what Bill said. Whatever you guys decide, if you decide it's business as usual and we remain a county commission of 3 people, so be it.